Well, to the Logical Mitsubishi Mirage Cup again. This is race 2 from round 2 here at Oran Park. It's getting very cold here in the late afternoon, and it's going to be some pretty hot action on track, Ian Luff.
Well, that's right. These Yokohama tyres, the vehicles are all running, require a lot of temperature, and as we said, the track temperature's down. But on the front row, Warren Luff, beside him, Dean Evans. Great result, and behind them you've got Barrie Nesbitt, who finished third, because the starting order of this race is the finishing order of the first race. So 32nd board shown. You've got Mark Eddy in that little yellow and red car from Ed Harry Menswear. They say they've got over 100 stores Australia-wide, but anyway, he's a fashion statement looking somewhere to go at the moment.
Nice jacket you're wearing today too, Luffy. As
well,
the cars get ready for a start here at Oran Park. These things really power off the line. 135 kilowatts from their four-cylinder Mybeck engines. It's a variable valve timing engine, and a great start there. Dean Evans looked like he faltered a little bit. Warren Luff, another fantastic start from the pole position.
Well, that's the key, to get the power down into the corner. But look at this, Evans on the outside. He can get the switchback move here because it's going to tighten up into the corner. If Evans keeps the pace, he's going to run round the outside. But you can see vehicles locking up everywhere. They're all sort of pretty pumped up. Lots of action into this first corner. We've got Richard Luff. That's another Luff, no relation to Warren Luff. Oh, but look at this, the thrifty car. Shepherd he's turned around Nesbitt. He's given him the big love tap, the big Liberace of all time, but that's allowed Warren Luff through into the lead. Just a quick glimpse of Gary Young, but look at this, cars all over the place. Just got a glimpse of Lawson's car, but here we are with Gavin Harvey coming from the back of the grid. And look, I tell you what, Gavin Harvey hit that, how he missed that car. You can see the afternoon sun, the way he's working the car, and I can't really read that little love letter that he's got on there. But look at this, more action. Francois Jouy, the little Frenchman, is doing a bit of rallycross, so he maybe got pushed off there, Tomo.
Yeah, and he avoided all the fracas that we're going to see in replay again. We're on board with him, coming down to that massive spin of cars. On board again to see another angle, Jan Gianandassa, and you can see the thrifty car of Alan Shepard spinning around. How did he miss him? Bill Fulton had a close shave before as well, and we're watching Bill Fulton there as the cars regroup on lap 2 of this second race. We've got another spinner.
Well, there's cars going everywhere. I think, as we said before, these cold tyres, it's anything happening. Just got a glimpse of Lawson's car going around, and have a look at this. We've got another vehicle heading off backwards into the sand trap. I don't know what's got into these guys. They must have had too much red cordial. But it's full on, the Motivation Plus, as we head around here on the Oran Park short circuit.
Series organiser Bill O'Gorman would be pulling his hair out after all these guys spinning in this second race, but it certainly adds to the spectacle here. How people avoided some of these spinning cars, I wouldn't know. The cars roll back across the track, and Jan Gianandassa just avoided the fracas again. But back with the race leaders now, and way out in front, Warren Luff, as per usual, Dean Evans in second place, and Mark Eddy there in position number 3.
Well, we got a glimpse then of Gary Young's orange car, and he's chasing Mark Eddy. You can see a little lock of the brakes there, turning into the apex of the corner. Gary Young using every centimetre of track, and this is the secret to get a good run up over the O'Brien aluminium dogleg down into Autotech corner. But have a look at this, Gary Young, he is the mover and shaker at the moment. Looking down the inside, I tell you what, he's going to have a bit of a squeeze, but Mark Eddy closed the gap on him, and that might cost him a little bit of exit speed coming onto the main straight.
Yeah, you've got to be smooth and get onto that main straight with as much grunt as you can, because it is critical here at Oran Park, isn't it? Terminal velocity down the end of this straight here.
Well, very much terminal velocity. You can see Gary Young wearing the balaclava. He looks like the masked bandit.
Oh, there's one of your relatives?
No, none of the relatives. Richard Luff. He's come all the way from South Australia, and he looks like he's parked the car. Something's happened. He's got a love tap or whatever. But back on this dice with Eddy and Young. The two of them are going hell-bent with these vehicles. And Young, he is really a hard charger. He fights for every centimetre of track. And this new driver, Mark Eddy, is doing an exceptional job. And also for his sponsors, Ed Harry Menswear. Another free plug for them. How's that going?
There'll be another jacket next week. Anyway.
the green jacket, you reckon? Well, onto the main straight. Gary Young, we said he's in the slipstream at the moment. But look, Harvey, who had to start off the back of the grid in the Bayside-sponsored Mitsubishi car, he's doing a great job. He's out there, he's struggling a bit at the moment. He's trying to find a few dollars to sort of stay within the series, so he's chasing sponsorship, but a very talented driver, and probably one of the most, let's say, forceful drivers. You can see some of the scars that he scraped the wall, but driving through from the back of the grid, coming up on the back of Shane Brangwyn. You can see how he's pitched the car in there. He's driving a lot smoother this season, which is making up very well in his scores on the board. But speaking about making up ground, have a look at this. Gary Young, I tell you what a great move down through there.
And here comes Gavin Harvey. Look at this.
Look, I tell you what, these guys are really close buddies, but out on the track, Harvey's not taking any of this at the moment. So down on the brakes and into Roman Autotech corner for almost only a handful of laps left.
Yeah, Gary Young just running a little bit wide, running into Autotech corner there. It's given Gavin Harvey a bit of a chance to get right on his tail, and right behind them is the Shane Brangwyn car. Mark Eddy, I should say, has just got a bit of a break on these guys. Gavin Harvey trying everything to get past Gary Young. He's going around the outside. It's very hard to get around him there at Oran Park, but these guys are racing fantastically. Out in front, of course, still leading, Warren Luff from Dean Evans.
Well, you can see Harvey, he's really trying to sort of get the pace up down into this part of the track. If Youngie's not careful, he's going to really have to cover his line, because Harvey's car is turning in brilliant. You can see he's carrying the corner speed. He'll try a passing move off the O'Brien dogleg. Watch this, he'll go for the inside move. That's if Youngie doesn't cover it. And here he goes, he has a look. Oh, that's a classic passing move. A brilliant move by Gavin Harvey, and it was actually left Young out to dry. If he's not careful, Brangwyn will go through on him as well.
Yeah, he's in real risk there of being overrun by the Brangwyn car, the orange and white machine there, back in 5th place. But Mark Eddy now in 3rd place, and Gavin Harvey has his sights set on him. Alan Shepherd there in the thrifty car, being monstered a bit by the man from North Shore Mitsubishi, and that's
Barrie Nesbitt.
Barrie Nesbitt, who
Mighty Barrie. The
the
radio guru that sells advertising by day and comes out and has his speed effects. But speaking of speed, I mentioned about Michael Brock, the property entrepreneur that comes all the way from South Australia. He loves this racing, said it's absolutely fantastic, and he's doing a great job.
Of course, no relation to the racing legend Peter Brock, but there's a lot of second-generation names there. Brock, Harvey, Luff.
Exactly. Jan Ginadassa, there he is in the white car just in front. We're on board at the moment with Francois Dewey in the lovely Dintbuster black car as we head up towards the O'Brien dogleg. Have a look at this.
Oh.
Francois Dewey forces his way through. What a forceful move. And that's allowed Nesbitt to come up the inside. But Francois Dewey, he's been taking the green pills, the red pills. It's anyone's race here. What a move.
I thought he was going to throw it away there. Going sideways over the dogleg is not the way to tackle it, is it?
Well, definitely not in a front drive car spitting it off, but it paid off. He's an enthusiastic driver. And as we said before, that's what it's all about. You've got to push on regardless. Down into the brake area, we've got Jan Ginadassa smoking the inside tyre. And as we know, that's a classic case of trail brake. Oh, speaking of classic cases of the thrifty car, Alan Shepherd, he's turned Jan Ginadassa around. I tell you what, I think the officials might have a bit of a look at that one, because let's have a look. Here we've got the replay. Ginadassa's got a bit of understeer. Shepherd comes in the inside. Oh, a little bit of a turn on the steering wheel. Oh, I tell you what, I'm not going to call that one. It's too close for me. Very
determined. Alan Shepherd, of course, a namesake of one of the original astronauts. He's been trying to put a few people into orbit today, I think.
Well, it's a great way. Here's the onboard camera shot of Jan Ginadassa coming back through the corner. Oh, the big love tap in the back, and around he goes. There you are, Speed Week viewers. You've just been involved in a classic incident.
Absolutely. Classic crashes here at Oran Park. But out in front, Warren Luff, who continues to lead and lead well in this second race of the second round of the Logical Mirage Series. There's second place getter Dean Evans coming up to get a lapped car. Third, Mark Eddy, and he's got Gavin Harvey all over the back of him. He won't go around the outside there. Gavin Harvey's obviously trying to look for a bit more exit speed for the big straight here at Oran Park, and he's going to try and tackle him down the inside. He looks like he's going to get him. He's going to get the legs on him and goes past him, and he'll have the right line into Coca-Cola corner as well.
Well, that was a great move. He actually set him up all the way from the dog leg. But look at this. Harvey knows how to cover his lines. He's gone in there, monstered this Bayside Mitsubishi-sponsored vehicle down into the corner, and that moves him up into 3rd position, so he'll be very happy. That's a great move considering from the back of the grid. On board, Gary Young, Shane Brangwyn are still fighting it out. You can see the back wheel hanging up there. That's the stiff Ralliart suspension as we come onto the main straight. But Bill Fulton, he's getting in on the action. Brangwyn goes into the slipstream. I'll tell you what, Tomo, we've seen some close racing, but here today at Oran Park, this has been one of the best.
Well, this is the battle for 5th, of course, and Gavin Harvey, just a short while ago, was involved in that. He's now up to 3rd. Mark Eddy's in 4th, and these guys are battling for 5th. Gary Young, Shane Brangwyn and Bill Fulton, who has had an eventful day, to say the least. In race 1, of course, he had that massive lock-up, and now he's battling with these guys for 5th place, and it's really no quarter asked, no quarter given.
Well, there it is, the Motel Oil sponsored car. That's a French oil company, but I must be throwing some of the sponsors' product around. But Gary Young, he got out there over the ripple strips. I think Brangwood's really monstering him, but have a look at this. Down goes Fulton to the inside, hard on the brakes. There's going to be almost a touch there. I tell you what, Brangwood's holding the line, and Fulton has got the slipstream. But boy, oh boy, these guys are carving him up big time. One more lap to go, the final lap. Can Bill Fulton? He's also come from the back of the grid, and he's got the onboard camera, but Brangwood goes to the inside. Fulton, he goes in even deeper. Have a look at this. The brakes are locked up. Oh, Tomo, he's run wide. Brangwood goes back on the inside. Mitsubishi Mirages here at Oran Park. They're turning it on.
I'd like $1 for every time Bill Fulton locked up at Coca-Cola Corner today, Luff.
Well,
and this Logical Mirage Series is just proving what a great boon it is for young drivers and drivers of all ages to get involved in motor racing at a cheap and economical rate. Warren Luff coming around onto the start-finishing straight, and he'll take the checkered flag.
Yes, well, another great victory for the Penrith Mitsubishi sponsored car, and that makes it 4 from 4 for this year for Warren Luff. But coming through in second place, Dean Evans in the Fast Force car, and a great result for Gavin Harvey in the Bayside Mitsubishi sponsored car, coming through in third position.
Yeah, fantastic result and a great race right the way through the pack. Another great win for Warren Luff, and as you say, Dean Evans, Arnie Schwarzenegger to his mates, has taken second place, and third for Gavin Harvey.